It's time.
All right, here we go.
The Cocktail Show.
Get ready to have a good time.
Let's have a good time.
This is exciting, isn't it?
Oh, I like that.
Hello, testing.
Welcome aboard the Dream Rider.
It's the only way to fly.
Wow.
I've allotted 1 hour for recreational activity. There's no time for irrelevant conversation. Fun will now commence.
Cocktail Show.
Gary.
Here's a young speaker who is really in demand.
Don't let that go to your head, Gary.
But wait, there's more.
I'm the guy.
Finger gun.
Gary Meier.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to the Garry Meier Show Cocktail Hour Live.
Cocktails. Ooh, drinks.
We're streaming live at 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 Central.
On the last Friday of 2024. Yes, it's December 27th, 2024, and we're streaming exclusively on the GarrForce Live YouTube channel. And of course, no matter where you are, it's time for a digital mimosa. As we head towards the end of this season of many holidays, it's now the third night of Hanukkah, and I've been thinking about the miracles celebrated in this season. You see, I've had this Mickey and Minnie Mouse menorah for nearly 20 years, but I've never had just the right candles for it. It occurred to me that thanks to the miracle of modern digital video editing, Mickey and Minnie can join in the Festival of Lights, celebrating the miracle of Hanukkah too. Well, the end of 2024 is coming up just ahead. If you enjoy live streaming this show, absent something like a miracle, the only way to keep streaming along in 2025 is
The GarrForce Live YouTube channel.
YouTube. Subscribe to the GarrForce Live YouTube channel.
All of the past editions of the Cocktail Hour can be replayed on the GarrForce Live YouTube channel.
please like and share the show on all the social media channels.
Comments during the live show, wherever we are streaming, can be seen in our virtual studio
We may show them on the screen.
and or talk about them.
That's good. Disappeared.
Thank you for your attention.
Now, fasten your seatbelts. It's time to go wheels up on the GarrForce Live.
Live!
Live. Here we go. On America's podcast. Boom. Shakalaka. Yeah, boy. Welcome to, we just did all that introduction-wise. Todd Pickering is the Puerto Rican doorbell. When he goes live, we're live. And welcome to the last one of the year. We hope it's goof-free. I know some of the people in the comment section expressed the same sentiment. I'm with you on that. We got to do a few things here, though, before we get started. Got to kick the tires and light them up, Alan. One more sequence has to happen, and this is the final appearance of this season of...
Leslie Kyling, I'm sorry, I'm leaving the show. No. Shush. I
get that from Alan a lot. Are you two trading notes?
No, I'm getting the cat off my lap, and I'm
Yes.
picking up my pee-pee Santa, because it's the holidays, and nothing says Merry Christmas like, hang on.
And
Father
Santa
Christmas.
performed so well this season. Watch.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ooh,
still strong.
Ha ha ha.
Santa strong. Good.
Come on, keep it coming full speed.
Ooh.
Okay, I think that's enough for now.
How much is...
I am not going to lick the end of that. Oh God.
Really? On a dare? Nothing? Double dare? Okay, it's like that scene in Airplane when the inflatable pilot deflated.
They're trying to blow him back up. Yeah.
How much liquid can Santa hold?
He's a pretty solid decanter here.
All that is wine down there.
Down there.
Oh, that's good. That'll get you through an evening.
But when he's done dispensing, there's still some at the bottom. So we do not waste in this house ever.
All right.
Ever.
Let me just mention as we wrap up the holidays, if you are driving around and see a nativity scene where Mr. Potato Head is holding the hand of the Virgin Mary, you call that in. That is an infamia. Right. That's enough of this nonsense. And I got a picture from listener Wes, and he is living down the street from one of these people that have about 24 characters that don't belong with baby Jesus. I'll show that with Ryan. a little
Is
later in
Baby
the
Yoda
program.
there? Who's popular these days? Barbie? Is Barbie there?
I just saw things that shouldn't be there. Santa being number one. Well, there it is. Peanuts character is always there. And who else can you pick out of that? Oh,
The
the
Grinch is
Grinch.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
The
can't
little
make
drummer
out.
boy. Oh, by the way, I got the cutest Christmas notification. It's not a card, it's a text from our friend Greg Potter, who, of course, is a little drummer boy himself. And it's him with his drums and Mother Mary going, I just got him to sleep. Can you just hold off for a little bit?
Damn drummer boy woke him up. Okay, our guest today is Caitlin Sheridan, and we're going to have her on early because she's going to a party and needs to get ready and leave us. So why don't we bring Caitlin on to do some Gen Z reporting? Oh, before and yeah, she can come in because this.
I said, hey.
Here, look what I got for Christmas.
Hey.
I got a Manhattan ornament.
Ooh, very festive. Oh, and she got a Santa glass.
I do have a Santa glass.
And I got to tell you, I mentioned this on the show after you all performed a couple weeks ago. That Christmas sweater, I don't know where you got it, but that's one of the nicest Christmas sweaters. And that's hard to say because almost all of them aren't. Well,
Yeah.
Where did you get that? That looked like it was a designer sweater.
I think I got it from my grandma. She was tiny like me. I think she was like 4'11". So, her and I were the same size, and she used to wear Christmas sweaters like that like crazy. So
Like that? I mean, this is an old sweater?
Yeah. I wear all of her Christmas vests, and she has the little turtlenecks that got like the the Christmas trees and stuff on it. So
Well, that sweater, she has good taste because if it's, say, 30, 40, 50 years old, I don't know how old it is, but it looked like it was just purchased a couple months ago from some designer place.
I can say that. Totally. She had some good taste, so maybe she did pick it up from a designer place back in the day. Vintage.
Well, the good DNA is spreading through the whole family. Leslie, you've spent time with Caitlin's parents, and just everybody in the family is talented.
Talented, good looking.
Yeah.
And actually just kind of nice to be around beside. What the hell? You people.
Hey.
You're setting a standard that a lot of folks.
How you?
Hey, Caitlin, you have a couple minutes so I can just say hello to some of the people that have checked in?
Of course. I'll just hang out.
Yeah, that's wrong, right? Okay, good start. Let's go to the top of the list, and that usually is Keely Ann. We have Keely Ann Allen? Yes, we do. I guess I posted too early. So Santa came twice, once for me and again for my schnauzer. It's always nice to end the year with a bang. Yes, it is, Keely Ann, and you've been wonderful the whole year. Every week you check in with something real special, something real nice.
Keely Ann is one of those people that ends up on Santa's naughty and nice list. It's amazing. She can be both places.
She straddles both lists. Okay. Who else? Martin, British Columbia, checking in up north. Good to see you again, Martin. And Bob from southern Wisconsin. I told Dee the twin story. I don't understand. We're talking in code now.
Dick. Yeah.
Okay, Brian. Hey, there's your father, Caitlin.
Hi, Dad.
The proud father. And who else? Rebecca. Whoop,
Oh, that's
whoop.
my coworker.
It is?
Hi, Rebecca.
You're bringing people to the show. Thank you.
I am.
Good to see. And Lloydster. Is this the real Garry Meier cocktail hour? Yeah, because there's been a fake meta page out there. You got to be aware. This is real. This is the.
And they're asking for stuff too, right?
Yeah, they want you to give your
information and possibly money. So
yeah, they want your phone number and they want you to join a lottery, and that's all bullshit.
Yeah, maybe they'll have a better opportunity streaming live on Facebook, given how well we were doing on Facebook.
Okay. Yeah, that's not working anymore for us. We're all YouTubing it. Okay, Greg, and he's back and he's beautiful. Yes, he is. Hello, David. remember to give the Schnauzer kisses, love, and attention on New Year's Eve. Happy New Year to all. Good advice. Samantha checking in. And she's got her mocktail of orange juice and what else she has in there?
Cranberry juice and
cranberry juice. That's good. That's good. That's good for the system. Dale, Wheatfield, Indiana. Sagi. And who else? A couple more. Charles, WRLR, checking in. Take the Schnauzer to a New Year's parade. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Doggy Boy checking in, and I should mention, I meant to do so, as PP Santa was decanting vino, this vino is from Doggy Boy, who gave me a lovely Christmas gift of, he knows what I like. And
he gave it to you, and
it's
there it is in your glass. Hey, let's go with David here. He's in Venice, Florida. Let me just say this. The Mega Millions is I saw either 1.2 billion or 1.4 billion. There are a handful of states that do not have a local lottery tax. California, Florida, New Hampshire, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Washington, and Wyoming. But it doesn't matter because I'm going to win and I'll just pay the damn tax. But if you're in those states, no tax.
You still have to pay federal tax.
Federal, but not state. I mean, but on
federal's the big hit, though, Garry.
Yeah, but still, even the size of that jackpot, even a state income tax is going to take something.
Well, especially Illinois.
Yeah.
So you only end up with a couple of $100 million.
That's
not enough.
You don't get tickets, Leslie. Katie, do you get tickets?
No, I just hope that if my mom wins that she'll pay off my college loans.
Okay. So she plays.
There you go.
Let's start with
Garry
that.
Wins, we won't know for a good year. He's going to play it, but he is going to pay off my mortgage, correct? Isn't that
That is my promise to you, and just keep it on the down low.
Can I ask really quick what is on your Band-Aid?
Oh, I've got the Tasmanian Devil and Bugs Bunny.
Amazing. I just had to know.
Bugs. And Manhattan, you have an old fashioned, right?
I do. A Santa old
Leslie's
fashioned.
got the wine and cheers and Santa on the glass. Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah. All right. Everything's good. Everything's good. Is that a thing with the Gen Zers in general? They don't play the lottery because they think it's a government tax or something?
I just honestly think I'm too lazy. And I've never won a single thing in my entire life. I'm not kidding. Not in elementary school, middle school. I've never won bingo, nothing. So I just don't have high hopes that I'm going to win, the Mega Million or anything like that.
I'd like to ask the people who've won prior to winning if they had ever won anything to see if there's a pattern there.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I should be trying. I don't know.
Okay, I've won a car, so I'm wondering if I've used my one lottery ticket, so to speak, winning. But I'm still playing.
Saving up for the Mega Million. Who knows?
Yeah.
All my losses will equivalent to a large win.
Maybe.
A word.
So let's talk about something that we had mentioned. Leslie and I talked about it on the pre-board today. Something in the Gen Z category, sledging, which is dragging their partner, people that are going together, through the holidays while secretly planning to dump that partner right after the holidays are over. Is that a thing?
So I always heard of the colder seasons as cuffing season. Sledging was actually new to me. I do know that a lot of people, I haven't heard of it recently because a lot of my friends are in very serious relationships. So it's, we continue to be with each other, but cuffing season is kind of like you do start dating people while it's cold, so you have somebody to go see Christmas lights with and bake cookies with and watch movies with and cuddle up with and do all that. And then they want to have a hot girl summer or a brat summer and, kind of let loose and be able to do whatever they want. So they'll break up with them as soon as the boring, slow season is over, or so to say.
Wait, the hot girl summer and the brat, what did you say?
Brat summer. That was a big this last summer. So Charlie XCX is this artist, and I can't tell you how many of my friends she came out with this song. Basically, it's called Brat, and it's just about being crazy and wild during the summer. And so I knew people that were having brat themed birthday parties, and everything was brat girl, brat boy summer. I didn't really know what it was for a while because I don't listen to her, but it was everywhere. I mean, I went to like 2 parties that were brat themed and I didn't even know what that meant. But I guess it's just kind of being like wild and loose and bratty. I don't know.
Okay. But you're in a serious relationship with your boyfriend, Riley.
Yes.
And you're solid on that. But to your point about why people do this, 15% of Zers regularly string along their seasonal significant other for sex, someone to cuddle with when it's cold, to avoid feeling lonely during the holidays, to avoid answering questions about being single, and to have someone to bring to Christmas and New Year's parties.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that is something that our generation definitely does. But I'm not going to lie. I think that this has been a thing that's been going on for a long time. I just think that there wasn't a name like sludging for it. I think that a lot of us, not me necessarily, but a lot of us are guilty of not wanting to be alone during the holidays. It's or not wanting to, it's a cold season and you want somebody warm to cuddle up to. I think we're guilty of that. And then once it becomes hot and, you're ready to go out to festivals and stuff like that, you don't want to have to worry about somebody. I think a lot of people tend to, I don't know, from what I've seen, everybody always seems to break up once it's summertime. And I'm like, why is everybody breaking up? I guess it's got to be sledging. And I just never knew.
Okay. Well, I have friends who have daughters in your age category, and they've told me recently that their daughters will be going with somebody, and it seemed to be going very well. And then one day they just disappeared. Are you hearing any of that?
I mean, I do know a lot about ghosting. I don't know if you know what ghosting is.
Yeah, I know what ghosting is.
Yeah. So
I'm not as dumb as I look, actually.
I do know a lot about that. And I do know that people will be making genuine connections with each other. They'll be going on multiple dates, talking every single day, FaceTiming. And then all of a sudden they're gone, like gone from existence. And that actually sadly happened to one of my friends like a couple weeks ago. She was like, it was going really well. We went on a date. And then he just kind of disappeared when I came home. And I was like, why? Like, why are we doing that? A lot of people don't have the decency in this generation to be honest about the fact that they don't want to move forward. So they'll just kind of cut communication completely and move on. When I feel
it's cold turkey. It's not where, well, I don't know if I want to continue. They have that conversation. They're talking to him one day, hey, I love you. And then the next day, not answering the texts or calls, and they can't get a hold of them ever again.
I will say this generation loves to love bomb. They love it. And I think it's very toxic and not a good way to go about things. But,
and by love bomb, you mean I love you.
Yeah, it's basically like when you first meet somebody, it's like, I'm going to give you flowers and I'm going to give you everything that you've ever asked for. And I'm going to call you after work every day and text you constantly. And they love to like basically make you feel like you are the entire world. And then one day just like cut it off. Like this generation loves to love bomb. That's basically what it is. Just like giving you everything. And then it's not who they are. They're just trying to get you.
Okay. Some of the words that are rambling around with the Gen Zers. I have Riz, Cap, Sus, and Demure. What's on your list?
I've said demure a lot. You say very cutesy, very demure. So like say you're wearing a cute outfit or, you're going out with your gal pals to have a cocktail and it's just very cutesy, very demure. That was a TikTok brain rot trend that we kind of talked about. It just blew up into being this whole thing that the entire generation started saying for months. I also say slay a ton. Apparently the now male version of slay is bosh, which I've never heard of, but my coworker told me that. What else? What'd you say? Demure, Riz,
Cap, and sus.
Cap. Yes, sus. I do. Okay, so we do say that's sus a lot, and that's cap. And I don't do, so cap means like That's not true. You're lying. Sus obviously is like, that's suspicious, but we're just not saying it. That's another thing. We'll say, oh, well, that's suspicious.
That's sus.
That's sus.
That's
But
sus.
there's a TikTok or a Vine, one of those, where there's just this girl going, that's weird. That's suspicious. So we say that a lot in the exact same tone. We like to quote TikTok brain rot a lot. It's like sometimes the only dialogue that we have with each other, which is horrible.
Okay. Let's get to the 800-pound assassin, allegedly, Luigi Mangione. Your demographic seems to have completely embraced this guy. And I would guess that CNN right now would love to get him to co-host New Year's Eve with Anderson Cooper if they could get him hooked up at the jail cell. This guy has become the superstar. And your thoughts?
I don't know who that is.
Are you kidding me?
Who's Luigi?
You don't know who Luigi is?
No. What is he?
Oh, okay.
Give me some context. You're the Gen Z reporter right now.
He's allegedly the guy that shot that healthcare executive.
Oh my God, I just didn't know the name. Okay, gotcha.
You better get on board here, girl, because Luigi's hot.
Oh my
He's
God,
hot,
I know.
hot,
I don't
hot.
really
We got
watch
him.
the news because the news makes me really depressed. So I just
Really?
kind of stay away from it.
I don't know why.
I wonder why.
So this guy, you know who he is, and your generation, as far as I can tell, has embraced him because he is of your generation tremendously. They love this guy. There are music videos surrounding him, and he is picked to click if he doesn't go to the death chamber.
Wow. I'm clearly.
You haven't noticed any of this?
I guess I'm not on that side of the social media feed. My social media feed is a lot of videos that I see where I'm like, why? Why do I have this? Like what I sent you earlier of the cat that just spins in circles. Like that's what my social media feed is.
Okay. Yeah.
So I tend to watch cooking videos and brain rot videos, and anything that's really sad I steer away from because my little head can't handle it.
What's good in the brain rot category?
Brain rot. So I don't know if anybody's seen the cat that spins in circles and you make a bunch of different songs with it, but that's really, brain rot is basically just anything that we really like take on to, like, I mean, Gen Z marketing is absolutely insane. I wish that we could put some of the videos up on the screen, but like if you go on TikTok and you look up Nutter Butters feed or Sour Patch Kid feed, you are going to see exactly what kind of marketing is like Gen Zers are taking to. It is messed up. It's weird. It doesn't make any sense. But for some reason we see it and we're like, yeah, I could go for some Sour Patch Kids. Like that. I honestly don't get it, but I also love it. Like I feed off of that.
Okay.
Because it's so stupid. I think that with everything that is going on in the world, we honestly just want something that's mind-numbing and brainless and that we don't have to think about. Like we're just looking at it and that's what it is.
And I've heard that's why people watch the cocktail show. So,
oh yeah.
Cheers. Yeah.
Cheers.
Something brainless. We don't have to think. This is it. That's what we offer.
That's the same thing of why we love like reality TV. I think we just want something that isn't real, that doesn't require, like, it's not super serious. You're just kind of, you know, enjoying it. I don't know. That's personally why I do things like that, because I just know it's ridiculous and I know it's not real.
Let me ask you about Christmas. My reference is going back many decades as far as the songs and all the images. I love the stuff from even before when I was born, because that seems to be Christmas to me, the traditional Christmas images. What is somebody of your age, and you're what, 24, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What kind of music do you like during Christmas, and what images do you like? Do you like the traditional, the stuff you go way back and see, oh, that was something, I like that from 70 years ago, or not?
Yeah, no, I love the traditional. My parents raised me on watching everything that they watched when they were younger. I love like a crooner Christmas, like, you know, listening to that kind of music on the radio. I mean, honestly, for me, the magic of Christmas was everything that my parents created for me. So watching those old-timey movies and listening to older music and jazzy type of music and the traditional colorful Christmas instead of just like beige white Christmas that Gen Zers love to do now. They love to have it be so pristine and white, and I just love a traditional
white. No,
yeah.
I mean white as far as if it snows, that's your white Christmas. But you got to have the colored lights.
Oh,
that's the way Christmas was meant to be. Colored big light bulbs.
Exactly, and they'll fill the room with just like everything, like white snowflakes, white snowmen, white lights on the trees, white ornaments, or they'll do like pink Christmas. And I'm like, no, I want the vintage looking, dying out, colorful Christmas lights.
Yeah. All right. Good. Glad to hear. Well, you're wiser than the average Gen Zer. Leslie, if you want to come in and ask Katie anything before she has to go, because I know you like talking to Katie.
Hi.
Hi. Well, of course I do, because she's fun to talk to. Somebody's bringing up Skibbity Toilet. Now, that's actually Alpha, is it not?
I do not associate with Skibbity Toilet.
Because you are a woman of good taste.
I was looking up today before we were doing this online. I was like, what the hell is a Skibbity Toilet? I don't know what that means.
And it turns out you're talking about the spinning cat, and some of this stuff is like so, I don't know, it's so nonsensical that I didn't even know it was a thing. So apparently I've seen that spinning around cat.
Yeah.
On sites like Reddit, or you see it on X or something like that. But that's a thing now.
It's like every single song in the universe I've probably seen on TikTok. Like, there you go, like redone to be that cat in like whatever the language is that it's saying in the tone of that song. And Riley, every single time he comes across one, he's like, "Hey, look at this one," and I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Oh yeah. Oh,
it's not sus. What is
Somebody tell us what is Skibbity Toilet?
It is a brief video. It is a toilet, and then a head pops out of it, and then there's a Skibbity Toilet song. It is so stupid. It's brain rot. I mean, it truly is a great indication.
I'm so excited, Leslie, that Caitlin didn't know who Luigi was off the top of her head.
Yeah.
And Skibbity Toilet. I mean, there is hope.
Well, it turns out that all these news stations are starting to realize that they are no longer speaking to the masses. They're seeing their worst numbers ever. So apparently people like you'll eventually get the news that's pertinent to your life.
Right.
But otherwise, you just don't want that coming at you all the time, I'm assuming.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I remember I used to wake up before going to school, and it's like 7 a.m. and I hear on the TV that like 3 people were shot and like all this stuff. And I'm just sitting there eating my Eggo waffles, and I'm like, okay, like I was like, what is this? Like, it was very negative to me, I guess.
And well, we've talked about that on the podcast a lot, about the fact that a lot of local news ends up being somebody's house is on fire, and it's not your next door neighbor, and it's 30 miles away, and it really has no bearing on your life whatsoever.
90% of the stories that they cover.
Your egos?
Right. I have a way to calibrate what should be on the news. It should affect at least 50 or more people. If it doesn't, it shouldn't be on the news. And when you look at these stories, they don't affect 50 people when you really look at them.
Yeah.
They had a story.
Fashion.
All right, wait a minute. They had a story about this boat that exploded, I believe, in Florida on the network news. And I'm thinking, okay, the boat exploded, and I need to know about this because what?
Yeah, exactly.
Luigi wasn't aboard, so it
explosion
really
explosion videos are fun, just like this one.
Whoa!
When you got good video, you use it.
That's all they do. They just have video. They don't care if the story matters.
Yeah. Well, and that's like the thing. Like, I probably would learn about Luigi through TikTok before I would learn about it on the news, which is is crazy to say. That's like where we're getting our media, because I also don't trust TikTok.
Well, that's the thing. And a growing number of people are relying on TikTok for their news. And this might be why Congress is saying maybe China should have some guardrails here when it comes to this. So let's talk fashion. You are a very fashion forward individual, quite obviously, but let's talk barrel jeans. Why? Do you own a pair? Do you own a pair of barrel jeans at all?
What are they?
Am I old? What is a barrel jean?
I love when we stump her.
Oh.
I'm like about to look at...
They're kind of like a mom jean, but they're very wide and narrower at the bottom.
Oh, God.
And their bottom half look like a barrel. Hence the
I'm
name.
sorry, that sounds horrible, and I would never wear that.
Yay!
I would wear a flare jean any day. They make you look elongated. They make your butt look nice. But I would never wear a barrel.
And if your grandmother had a pair, you'd wear them.
Maybe.
Midriff tops.
I do like
in or out.
Top. I'd say in. I'd say in.
And finally, let's talk shoes. Do we wear Uggs for all occasions?
No. Okay. I only wear Uggs as slippers. Oh. That might just be a me thing.
God, I love this girl.
Uggs were, when I was in middle school, oh my God. If you didn't have a pair of Uggs, you were a loser, which was really sad. Because I didn't own a pair of Uggs until they were out, which is fine. But like, I just didn't really care. But then when they were like, kind of shifting their way out, people weren't wearing them as much. But I actually don't know where my Uggs even are. I wear like knockoff brands as slippers, and other than that, I'm always wearing like a Doc Marten or like a Steve Madden. I'm more of like the big chunky black boot kind of.
You are still a chunky soul kind of gal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
The Frankenstein shoes.
Yes, I think if somebody's wearing, and no offense to anybody, but if you're wearing an UGG for every occasion, like, get some more shoes, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Oh, such wise.
That's my hot take on that.
Thank you.
Nice. Well, Katie, you always add to the program, and we appreciate that. And we'll see you probably soon with the band. Oh, yes, the house band of the GarrForce, and always like seeing you perform with them. Are you all performing soon? Are you playing on New Year's Eve? What are your New Year's Eve plans?
Actually, we're off on New Year's Eve, so Riley and I are going to go to a little speakeasy bar.
Okay, this is in Milwaukee. You were telling us about this.
Yes, yes. We're going to have a little quaint night in Milwaukee at this cute little bar, and just kind of you get some 4 specialty drinks. You get a free glass of champagne, some Hawaiian punch, or spiked punch, whatever. So a lot of drinks in one night. So we're gonna get dinner before, but hey, it's going to the new year, right? So.
And your boyfriend is from that area. That's why you're familiar with this.
He's actually from Chicago, but his family has gone into Milwaukee a lot because they love a casino. So they found that bar or whatever.
Milwaukee is like a mini Chicago. It's kind of, you took Chicago and just pared it down by a fifth. That's all Milwaukee.
By a fifth.
Yeah, it's a very cute little town. I love Milwaukee. So yeah, it's going to be very chill, no crazy clubs or anything like that. We did it last year, and it was really nice to just kind of be the 2 of us at a table, kind of ringing in the new year with a glass of champagne. I'd kind of prefer that over a crazy club moment. I just kind of want to have it one-on-one with him. So
when's the next Oh Yes performance that we can look forward to?
I believe it's January 31st, I think.
Okay. Well, we'll get you on the show before then with the band.
Heck
and
yeah.
We're giving away the T-shirt in our prize package. There it is.
Oh, yes.
All right. Happy New Year, Katie. Thank you.
Happy New Year, guys. Thanks for having me.
No problem. I mean, I'm so glad that she didn't know Luigi off the top of her head, because I'm thinking, my God, this Luigi thing.
And I got to hand it to her and Riley. When I was in my 20s and even in my 30s, the big thing was that a couple would spend, and at the time, mind you, like a rent payment to go to some hotel in downtown Chicago and be shoulder to shoulder with a bunch of strangers. And then at midnight, you get to kiss and you get, you drink your champagne. But I never understood that whole thing.
No.
It was.
Well, some people enjoy it. I don't know how you can stand in Times Square for 8 hours waiting for midnight and wearing an adult diaper, I guess is what they do, because once you're in there, you're in there. And
I think at some point you might actually have to bring a spare. Now, where you would change it, I don't know, but yeah.
They're all just dropping them on the street when they're done.
And then they bring in the fire hoses and wash it all into the ocean.
But I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to get Luigi to do something from his jail cell at this point. For the festivities.
When Ryan Seacrest throws it to my man Luigi.
And here's Luigi. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Will they thread his brows before he goes?
You think?
He
does have some bushy brows, doesn't he?
He does.
Yeah, I know you're looking at it and you're going, that's a Christmas shirt. Yeah, it is. I got this for Christmas.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Did you get anything else super cool? You got lotto tickets? Did you get lottery tickets? I got one.
I got some. You did?
Yeah.
You went out and got one. Okay. I got some.
No. I got it as a gift. It came in a Christmas card. Ooh. And I won $1 on $1 lottery ticket.
There you go. You broke even.
Woo. Well, I'm $1 ahead. I didn't buy it, so that was nice.
All right. Well, yeah, I got a couple, and a lot of my friends and family know I'm into Yellowstone, so they're loading me up on the flannel and this kind of thing because they know I'm going to be a cowboy.
No bolo ties, though, right? Cowboy boots, yes. Hat, possibly.
No. I already have. I have a pair of cowboy boots.
Oh, okay.
I've had them for years.
Weren't you wearing them when you were traveling recently?
Yes, I did, and kind of a mistake because I didn't know I was going to be stranded at the airport, and boy, did that hurt my feet after a long run with those. There we go. Pee-pee.
I got a refill. Sorry.
Pee-pee. Take it in because it's going away the rest of the year now.
Ooh, I spilled on the
next 11 months.
See, this is why I wanted to clean his nozzle, if you will.
Yeah.
I'll use my finger to do so.
We also teased the fact that that duck in the background there.
Okay, so on Christmas Eve, I went to a white elephant event, and it's hit or miss, and I never get the thing that I want, except this year. And look, oh my God, you guys, it's so classy, it's so stylish. It's a goose, and the golden egg in its butt lights up.
What you couldn't see earlier in the show is that when the cat was walking by it, she was throwing huge shadows behind you, like the silhouette that I usually put. Yes, I usually show the silhouette in front of you, and the cat was doing it on its own behind you.
It's very bright. It's really, I mean,
You're running out of space.
It is what
there,
it is.
Leslie. You've got Angry Mama. You've got a lot of stuff going up there.
Albert Einstein and Jesus are the only ones on here today to make room for my new goose.
But Angry Mama doesn't want to be bounced.
Angry Mama doesn't want to deal with a lot of shit this holiday season.
I hear you, Angry.
Oh,
it's all bullshit.
Easy.
I didn't get a lottery ticket. I didn't get squat.
Oh, I know. It's okay. You
all
don't
right.
need much.
Why don't you set the table for the giveaway? See what we're giving away here.
And we started with an Oh Yes t-shirt as well as a bracelet. And we still have the collector guitar picks. This is a Matt Publicus guitar pick.
From Oh Yes.
From Tracy from Wisconsin. We're still giving away Slinkies and bendables. Oh, they're so cute, these little bendables. Isn't that one just adorbs? Anyway, our glider mama, has also provided us with gliders made of foam. And of course, the prize that started it all off with Tracy, your own ball liquor right there. What else do we have? Well, our friends from Buddy Bear Car Wash provide the music for the show. And will we be talking
Yeah,
to
we're going to talk to George, the liaison from Buddy.
So there you go, your own dash wipe from them. Scott's Vintage Antiques and Collectibles, or perhaps this was from Greg, but it's Johnny Quest collector's cards, and you have to be a certain age to remember Johnny Quest. And Bandit. Oh God, I wanted a dog like Bandit. Fortune telling fish. A Garry Meier collector. There you go. I am a magnet winner. Magnet for season 5. And finally, the prize that started it all, your very own wine condom.
How about
the wine condom will be returning next week. So
okay. How about this as a phrase that, or a word that pays? Hashtag peepee, since it's the last appearance of Pee Pee Santa. Hashtag peepee, all one word. And that will be the word that pays at the end. Alan will hit the button and the computer will pick the winner. Hashtag peepee. If you want to participate, put it in the comment section.
Don't worry about caps, but just make sure there are no spaces. But hashtag
peepee.
And chances are, the way I'm going, he might have to. Well, let's do it right here, right now.
Wow.
Thank you, Santa.
Thank you. Is the nozzle okay? Do you have to clean them?
So far, so good. Once again, this year we did not try any eggnog because it did kind of, and it's not peppy, Scott. It's peepee. It's 2 E's.
Peepee. Hashtag peepee, not peppy.
Want to make sure you get it there. So
we're not dealing with the border tonight, okay?
Charlie, come on. P-E-E, P-E-E. No peppes.
All right. Speaking of George Bliss, the tech supervisor of the program, he is in Las Vegas. Is he there, Alan?
Of course I'm here.
George's son is getting married on New Year's Eve.
Yes.
And it's interesting to me that people get married on holidays like that, because I'm thinking most people would go, oh, but you have most of the people that are invited are going.
Well, my son met his wife-to-be on New Year's Eve 3 years ago in Denver. That's why they picked New Year's Eve. And they went to Las Vegas on a vacation once, and they found this beautiful town, Summerlin, Nevada, which I understand your mother lives here. Hi, Mom.
She moved out there several years ago, yes.
Yeah. So I'm going to say hi to her, FM and AM. I remember that, okay?
AM and FM. My parents' initials are AM and FM, so
right.
I'm destined.
I know. So I'm at the Marriott Resort, JW Marriott, and it's nothing like Las Vegas. I mean, it's that way quite a bit. It's like Sedona, Arizona. It's beautiful.
And
I'm blown away.
How is it now? You all live in Chicago. How is it to plan a wedding in Las Vegas over the months? Is that kind of difficult?
My son Jimmy Bliss, the one from Denver, married a girl that's extremely structured. She runs a sign company in Denver, Colorado, that does signs for the highways and everything. And everything is written down. Everything is in place. All the invitations, all the dates, her scheduling. Quite a person. So
the wedding is in the afternoon. So if people have plans for New Year's Eve, it doesn't interfere with that.
We're having a New Year's Eve party that I'm throwing in our suite. We're getting in a room next door. And my son, George Jr., who's the attorney, he right now is down the street with a bunch of buddies having a party. I'm not going there because I don't want to get in trouble. Okay.
Okay. And you think they're going to get in trouble?
They're crazy. They're all crazy kids. Half of his friends are from California. A couple of them are lawyers. You know, lawyers, I don't know if you know, don't follow the rules. You know,
because they know how to get around them.
Yeah, they think they can get around them. Yeah, right. Sure.
Well, George is my liaison for Buddy Bear Car Wash, who sponsors all the music for the GarrForce, and I thank you for that because we like playing music once in a while.
Yeah, we got to do 2025. I got to talk to our owner, see if we can get some more financial backing for the Garry Meier Show on YouTube, and we'll go from there and make some improvements. You know, you have to do it.
What improvements do we need?
I think if you could take live phone calls once in a while, it might be very interesting on a Friday. It might be very interesting.
I'd love to.
There's some new software I won't bore, and I'll tell Alan that came up for the MacBook recently, where they assign you a couple 800 numbers, and you pay. It's very, very small. Charge per month, and the MacBook goes into the mixer, and you take calls. It's just like being at the big stations. Amazing.
Okay. I'll do that. I'd love to.
Yeah.
All right, Las Vegas wedding, New Year's Eve. That sounds like a good time. About 100 people coming.
Right. And by the way, I'm kind of an airline nut. I flew from Rockford, Allegiant Airlines. Took me an hour to get there. Free parking, no waiting in line. I walked from my car to like the old Midway, Gary and Leslie, you remember. I walked to the gate. I was out here. I beat my wife out here. I took Allegiant, first class, first row. Half the price of Southwest coach. So we need Allegiant as a sponsor is what we need.
Okay, that's. So you beat your wife out there, meaning it was a domestic?
I didn't beat her. I beat her.
You got there before her.
Yeah.
Rockford, Illinois. They used to advertise on my radio show, and that was one of the things that I really hyped up. Free parking at an airport, and it's a nice airport.
It's gorgeous. And I was looking at the schedule on the airplane, and Allegiant just scheduled a flight from Pittsburgh to Sarasota twice a week.
Well, they're expanding, which is good, and
Allegiant
still has nice prices, and that's what you did. But the free parking, because your car is going to be there for a while.
Right. And of course, Ryan's going to be coming down, right, Ryan? When you go to Naples, you're going to stop by, and we're going to do it.
Okay. All right.
And
you're going to visit.
I bought new microphones, a new MacBook Pro, a new studio back, and you're going to do a show from my house soon.
Okay. George is moving to Florida next month.
Right. Next year.
Like about everybody else in the country, it seems.
That's right. So the show will be from Sarasota, Florida. Okay. There you go.
All right, George, congratulations to your son. Happy New Year.
See you later, everybody. Come on down and see me. Bye.
Okay. All right, Leslie, you're invited, I'm sure, if you want to get away from
George's
winter.
B&B. We should all make arrangements. And honestly, I would prefer George B&B to any Airbnb. I just keep hearing these horror stories about Airbnbs.
Yeah.
And like the fact that somebody would charge you an extra $100 because I don't know, you used a towel or.
Well, that's what I've heard, Leslie. I'm glad you brought that up because I've had some friends do a B&B, and they said at the end of it, they got all these charges that they weren't aware of about cleaning and this and that. And now you're back to hotel rates.
So it feels cool to be able to put a $5 on the nightstand for the cleaning crew.
Yeah.
That's a whole lot better than $500 because somebody claims that you scratched a wall or did something. Yeah.
I don't know about staying at somebody's house that I don't know. I just.
Well, we were talking about what do you do when you go to, George was saying, when you go to a hotel, you order room service. I said, no, when I go to a hotel, the first thing I do is peel back the sheets at the headboard and look for any sign of bed bugs. My luggage is in the bathroom on tile before I ever start going down that route.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Hotels have their issues too, but I don't know what people have hooked up at their Airbnb.
Not to mention the cameras. I mean,
well, that too.
I'd be going potty with like a newspaper on.
In front of your face.
I wouldn't go potty for a week. That's it.
And try to find a newspaper. Good luck with that.
That's the hardest part. Yeah, cameras. Oh, golly.
Alan, let's take care of the sponsors and then talk to Ryan. What do you say? First, there's Bettenhausen Automotive.
Get the best sales and service experience now at Bettenhausen on 159th Street in Tinley Park. Bettenhausen has a new look, but the same automotive DNA lives on. Get Bettenhausen's no-hassle, no-haggle buying experience. Whether you're looking for a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or reliable certified used, Bettenhausen has the vehicle for you with over 900 to choose from. Plus, our state-of-the-art service department is here to keep your vehicle at top performance. Showroom and service scheduling never closes at BettenhausenCDJR.com.
There you go. And David Hochberg is the man for the mortgage or refi or any of that stuff. He knows his stuff. He's been doing it a lot of years, and things are always changing, and you might be frightened. I don't know if I should call him for the free consultation. Those are the numbers. He'll hold your hand through the process.
Oh, Donna says we were at an Airbnb in Florida. Owner claimed we broke the pool heater. Ouch,
Yeah.
that could cost a bit. Or
Yeah.
somebody who got canceled twice because of health problems, and they wound up having to eat $2K. Oh, damn.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, now I'm seeing where the cat is casting a shadow.
Yeah, the cat is loving that duck.
It's
really like
your golden egg.
yes, nice ace, nice lit ace. Ryan, are you still available?
I am, and that 2,000 losing 2,000 reminds me of the summer when I lost all that money to that tree cutting service. We won't go there, but that I had flashbacks of that.
Still stings, huh?
It does. It does. And Allegiant is a good airline. That's what we fly down from Rockford down to Naples to visit my parents. So,
and it's probably one of the cheaper airlines, but good service.
Good service. I have stuff already down there, so I just bring a backpack, and you don't pay for luggage. I just kind of go with minimal stuff to get down there. And then
you're invited to George's new place in Florida.
I know. I'm going to have to get my room set up there at George's, so then I don't have to carry anything either.
Yeah. Okay. So we have some photos to show, right?
We do.
My
This
friend
looks like
Joe,
it's at a Mariano's, maybe.
Okay, Mariano's is it's a chain in the Chicago area, and my friend Joe Crow sent this. What's that?
It's a grocery chain.
Yeah, I know, but they apparently sell gas at some locations. My friend Joe Pro sent me this $2.29.
Wow.
I mean that's getting down to Wisconsin prices.
It is.
Have you seen $2.29 in Wisconsin?
Recently, we're hovering close to $2.89, $2.90. So.
$2.20. Wow.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's a nice price.
Yep.
Thank you, Joe.
Okay.
And what else? Okay. Anna, listener Anna sent me this. She went through the drive-through at this chain called Portillo's. They're scattered around the country.
I've seen these now.
Okay, and it was raining, and they take your order out in the drive-through, and that's what they were wearing. And I thought many years ago, when I was a young boy, I delivered newspapers, and on those cold winter Chicago mornings, I thought, I wish there was some kind of cover over a bicycle. And I should have started to put that together, because this is a thing.
And I believe I've seen pictures like out of the Netherlands where they do have arrangements like this for a bicycle. Once again, Gary, even as a child, you were giving away $1 million ideas.
I know.
They look like those clothes hampers inverted. I mean, we have one of those clothes hampers that Henry likes to crawl in, but not that direction. That's what those look like.
Yeah. And I was the Mark Cuban of my day, but I didn't do it.
By the way, it should be noted that when it comes to drive-throughs, Portillo's is aces. I mean, they can move 50 cars through like that. I don't know quite how they do it, but it is a miraculous situation.
They started in Chicago. Now they're in Florida and Arizona, I believe, Las Vegas. They're coming to Las Vegas. Have been.
Well, they were supposed to have come earlier this year, and they still aren't there. But
Vegas.
I like Tundra Blitz. Gary's unrealized invention number 287.
Yeah, really. Tundra Blitz. I hear you, brother. I swear to God, what the hell happened? I can't pull the trigger. Okay, this was sent to me. This is a Christmas book, Hookers and Blow. This is a children's book, and they save Christmas.
See? Why can't we just let them be children?
Yes.
There you
go. And okay, Santa preparing to fly over Chicago. Chicago has had an image problem over the years about crime, and that's what happens when your optics are out of whack. This is the
Meanwhile,
kind of
Baltimore is going, but wait, what about us?
Yeah, Baltimore, we can kill Santa just as easily.
Yep.
And this is a ventriloquist dummy on Santa's lap. I think you're a little young for a gottle o' gear. That's for the vents out there. That's a joke for the vent.
Well, speaking of that, then there's this.
Oh, God.
And then listener Lloyd sent me this, and he said, okay, here's my dummy. And he said that that's you, Leslie, on the dummy's knee.
Nice. Thanks.
All right.
Okay.
And this is part of that. I can't get into this whole menagerie of what's happening on people's lawns. The damn skeleton is there. That shouldn't be there.
That's from Dia de los Muertos. That's like 2 months old. Damn it.
And I believe that's a nativity scene in the background. There's a snowman. It's all bullshit.
Because then you go right into this, which
we showed earlier. Yeah. No. Get all that peanuts and the Grinch and all that shit. Get it out of there.
And Santa is actually kneeling right there next to the baby.
That one is popular. No. He
has usurped Joseph's position.
Right.
That is not cool.
No.
And then I sent you this earlier. I saw this out. Someone posted on the curb. I guess one and done with the
artificial tree at the curb this week. That's because they didn't buy their tree at tree time, and it went to crap.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And then I've been traveling the last few days, and this was coming.
Treetime.com.
Thank you, Tree Time, for your sponsor.
This was coming off of the Lake Forest Oasis. If anybody
Lake
knows where that is,
Illinois. Look at all this trash.
The guy threw it out the semi door, yelling.
What do you mean?
He opened his door, yelled some gibberish, and threw that out the door. And
you were driving next to him?
Behind him. So this is through my car window. Yeah, behind him.
He just threw a whole bag of garbage out of the truck.
Yep.
Which state's plates?
Yeah, what state from?
I think it was Illinois. I didn't really. I was so busy trying not to hit the crap and run over because I didn't know if there was needles or.
And this is why there's litter coast to coast.
Yes.
Because of
but looking over
idiots.
in the fence. I mean, besides this, look up at the top over by.
Yeah, I mean, there's litter everywhere because of this. Guys, they're just throwing shit out of their car and truck.
Truckers used to be the safest drivers on the expressways, but these days I think they are hiring them and putting them on the road way too quickly, and they are so crazy dangerous. And I can't tell you how many I pass on the expressways these days, and they're obviously looking down at their devices.
Yeah.
And by device, you mean
phone.
Oh, okay. All right.
Matt,
or whatever.
To answer Mac's question, how do I come across this stuff? I don't know. If someone can
Ryan
tell me
is
how
always
I come across
in the same sphere as a lot of weirdness all the time.
Yeah.
You don't look for it, it finds you.
Yep.
I have some other Santa stuff I sent you, Ryan.
What'd you say?
Did you get the other Santa stuff I sent you?
Oh, I don't think I.
Wait a minute.
I think I might have missed.
We got other fun Santa stuff that I'm going to send you right now. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I think I got
work in progress, kids.
But why we wait for that? Let's go to one more slide. This is the new replacement for meatball. So this is Snickers. Snickers. This is Henry's new hamster, Snickers. So
it is
because
damn adorable.
He wanted a hamster for a while, and this was his birthday present. So that's Snickers. So, but the problem is Snickers only comes out about 9:30 at night, 9:30, 10 o'clock. He gets warmed up. So, Henry's been going to bed at like 11:30 by the time he gets done playing with the hamster. So,
okay.
Yeah. So
all
that's
right.
Snickers. Let me get why we do the contest. Let me do that, and I'll get this other.
Yeah, I got a couple more I'm sending you. I want to show.
Yep.
Okay, I just sent them
Is
to
there
you. So
any way, like with daylight saving time and things like that, that you could change your hamster's circadian rhythms, like start using artificial light or something?
I don't know. It's a tough.
Garry has that happy light, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm
should
throw that on all night, and then make it
So-
very sleepy for a couple
We
of days.
were a little worried because when we brought him home right out of the box, and the hamster bit him and drew blood. So
Nice.
but I think he
Good
was just
start.
trying to get, so we were like, but
Has anybody else noticed the lengthening daylight? I thought I saw a little more light today, but I might just be imagining this. I know it's only about
Except we've been under clouds here.
Yeah, I know, but it's
That
still
was just gas from the sewage treatment plant, Garry.
that's probably it, Alan. Yes. All right, Leslie, you want to do stories, and then we'll go back to those Santa photos that I sent Ryan.
Yeah, here. What we were talking about in the teaser this
Top
morning.
of the hour,
young
news,
woman-
weather, traffic, and sports back in 15.
A young woman in the UK has found out the hard way why they call those round, hard candies jawbreakers. Yavaria Wasim was shopping with a friend when they decided to buy a couple of 3-inch round jawbreakers. Impatient to reach the gumball center, Javeria bit down and immediately chipped a tooth and loosened another. Then came the pain, prompting her to seek further medical attention. That's when she found out that she'd actually broken her jaw in 2 places. She's now walking around with her jaw wired shut for the next 6 weeks until the bone set. She says the incident has left her traumatized, and she's hoping her misfortune serves as a warning to others to lick, don't bite.
3 inches. You know how big that is? It's 3 inches.
It's 3 inches.
Make
Why
it with
would
your
you buy
make 3 inches with your fingers. Use your fingers, Leslie.
It's like baseball size.
3 inches. Yeah, that's too big.
Is that 3 inches? Anyway, police are still investigating the dead body found in the wheel well of a recent United Airlines flight from Chicago to Maui. The body discovered by the grounds crew at Kahului.
Kahului. It's Kahului.
Kahului
Airport. Well, it raises serious questions about how this stowaway was able to enter the wheel well, since this wheel well is only accessible from the plane's exterior. It had to be a terrible way to go, though, due to the dangerously low temperatures, some 30 to 70 degrees below zero up there, lack of oxygen and air pressure, and the close proximity to the plane's mechanics as well.
Yeah, and only a 9-hour flight to be up in the wheel well.
It's miserable being inside the plane.
Take
Or that
Allegiant.
entire-
Allegiant. I don't know if they go to Maui, but if they do, take Allegiant.
Golly. Do you want one more? Would you like
One more. You got one more?
I'm sure I do. Oh wait, here. This is a you remember earlier this week we had the story about the guy in India who had the live cockroach removed from his small intestine?
Mm-hmm.
Well, now comes another story out of India, because it's a crazy town, this time involving a dead man with a live baby bird stuck in his throat. The 35-year-old victim collapsed shortly after seeking the services of a local occultist who specializes in the treatment of fertility issues. It was during this man's autopsy that doctors discovered a live chick blocking the man's airway, leading to his ultimate demise. No word on whether any charges will be filed against the practitioner, the occultist, if you will, who performed the ritual involving this baby bird.
If you ever had a live chick in your throat, you know what that feels like.
What the hell, man?
Kissing schnauzers. Ooh. All right, Leslie, thank you. Alan, you want to hit the button? We'll give away that prize package, hashtag PP.
Sure, we've had very few people participate this week. It's
What
kind
the
of
hell?
surprising. So the GarrForce is entered, and then there's another one that's entered that if they win, well, we'll see what happens. Here we go. Let me
Is it a swallow? Nice.
Thank you for depressing me at the end of the year.
Yes,
I think everybody who's watching, all 90 something folks who are watching,
honestly,
everybody's already won.
A couple of people have already won, and if you won more than a year ago, you could still be in the queue. But
Listen, I want to end the year on a decent note. Really.
And with that, I should apologize to last week's winner,
Catherine.
Catherine.
She's a frequent viewer, so good.
A frequent flyer, if you will.
Alan, what should Catherine do?
Catherine, send your mailing address to Garry Meier Show at GarryMeier.com or text it to 773-888-2157. Regular charges apply. And the good news is that since we're after Christmas, I'm sure there's no line at the post office anymore, and Leslie can get that thing right out to you ASAP.
All right.
So with that, I should apologize to last week's winner, Chris. Because of the holidays, I did hold off on sending your prize package out, but it's right here and it is going out and you should be receiving it shortly. In the meantime, before we go, Garry, I think Ryan may very well have those pictures that you were
hope he does,
and that should end things on a bright note.
It will, because these are your after Christmas Santa stuff. Hope you melt. Hope you crash, you fat fuck. There you go. There you go. That's what. Now it's the backlash. Here we go. What else you got, Ryan?
Thanks for stopping by.
Alan's got the other button. Alan's got the other one.
Yeah, but I hit this button in the meantime. I was reaching for that other button, but I got this one. That's the other
Ryan
button.
talked over that. That's a little piece of me from the radio show I hosted many years ago, the All Night Show. You want to play that again, Alan?
Play it again, Alan.
Easy for us to say.
Thanks for stopping by The Loop, FM 98, WLUP Chicago.
Yeah, working the all-night shift. Loved it.
Really, Dan.
I really did. It's funny how Santa works one day a year and spends the rest of the time judging you. Yes, that's pretty much it. And here's my Luxardo. Happy New Year.
Did you get some cherries for Christmas?
I got
birthday.
I got vermouth. I got bourbon. I got an ice cube tray that has my initial G in it. Yeah.
We, by the way, were treated, our friends, the Sheridans, Katie's parents, got a ice cube maker that makes clear ice cubes. And I was doubting it at first because I have giant ice cube trays. I like the big ones. But it really does make clear, awesome ice cubes, this thing. So we'll have to dig deep on that in the coming weeks.
Yeah. Got my Manhattan Christmas ornament.
Oh, that one's still full. Unlike the one in your hand.
Unlike this one, which,
one in the hand, one in the bush, and that one, yes.
Yes, I'm in the bush, and I'm going out to the backyard, taking my shoes off, and I'm going to sob for a couple hours. Thank you for watching. We'll be back on Monday, and it is time for the cannoli coming down the aisle. It's delicious. Please take it, and complimentary. Leslie, how should we go into this last weekend of 2024 with the Schnauzer?
It's Old Lang Syne time. I would not take my Schnauzer anywhere near Times Square because it's just going to end up.
It's a lot of groping because you're so close together.
And there's
stuff
there. Yeah,
too much.
No, stay away.
Can you hold up PP Santa one more time so we can say goodbye for the season?
If I must, let me.
If you must, let PP fill your glass one more time.
You're
down to the end.
Like I said, he wants a super. Oh, this seems very apropos that he's.
Is the nozzle clean? Is it okay? Do you have to clean it or anything?
No, it's just. Hang on. Let's see if he can do it. Can you do it leaning back? No. Come on, Santa.
Come on, Santa. Come on.
There you go. That's it. That's it for the year.
Thank you, PP Santa, for your service. That was fantastic. All right. It is time to take her down. 3 in the green. Gear is down. Flaps are down. We'll talk to you on Monday. The voice of the globe, America's podcast, the GarrForce, has landed.
And that's all the news and nonsense for this week, GarrForce. Thank you for streaming.
If you like that, I got other stuff I think you're going to like.
This is the GarrForce.
Please be sure to like and share the show on all of your social networks.
More eyeballs.
If you're not already a subscriber, show your support by subscribing to GarrForce Live YouTube channel. For those watching a replay, that button is right here. All the rest of our episodes, right here.
Boom.
Hello?
Shakalaka.
Did you click something?